Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to finish up this lifeboat finally, and we're going to get on to doing the lights, get them installed. I got a couple others that I want to build, and I want to finish building whatever this part is, right? This here just goes at the stern of the ship there, and yeah, I want to get all that done. Maybe look into building the ship's wheel and a couple other little things. And yeah, we're going to have fun with this one. We're going to be on to the rigging pretty quick. So if you want to see that and more, make sure you stay tuned. Hello BSC family, and welcome back to the bench. So today we're going to get back onto the last little things for this boat. We're going to figure out exactly if I'm going to be using these little grate pieces for making the grates, or if I'm going to do something different or what. And then we're going to finish off the oars. They need to be wrapped with some leather or roped along here, and get those installed. And yeah, that should be it. We'll get it tied down onto the grate. I've got these little skeleton pieces here that I want to put at the bow and do up the tiller. Touch up a little bit of paint and that thing will be done. So that shouldn't take too long. Also in this video I want to get to installing these, get them wired up and in where they need to be. And I think there's a couple inside that I want to make as well, and tie those ones in, and we'll go from there. And that should be it for kind of the outside of the hull and the hull itself, and we can get into doing the rigging. All right, there's a couple more little things that need to be glued down, stuff like that, but basically almost everything is finished at building the hull. So I'm going to get to doing this. Like I said, go back, look at the other video here in the corner, and see what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to figure out what I want to do exactly here, and then once I get that figured out, I'll come back, I'll show you, and we'll go on from there. I'll show you where everything's at. So give me a few, I'll be right back. Okay everybody, well, I got the boat done as far as I need it to be or want it to be. So here we've got the boat done, right? And so let's see, can you see that? Yeah, there you go. And so everything is glued in, everything is painted, weathered up just a little bit, right? It is tied down. I got the paddles or oars done, right? So that's the way I got it. And as you can see, I did use the those little rails for making the grates, right? And it worked out pretty good. I like it. I mean, it's sitting there, it's nice and tight, it's not glued down. I can move the lifeboat around. And I got a whole bunch of other stuff done. Let me grab the ship here for you. So we'll start off with the bow section here. So on the bow I've got not a lot done on the bow, but the ropes for the anchors. I don't know how to show you this without moving and wrecking everything here. But anyways, there is ropes on the sides here, if you can see them, right? They go into the hull. Those weren't glued before, but they are now. All right, so that's all in good shape and done. That's just minor stuff. Anyways, I've got my little bilge pump wheels put in here. That is glued down. Of course, the lifeboat on its on the grate, that is glued in and down. Well, actually not glued in. It can be removed. The capstan is done, which I'll move this over here so you can see it. Right, the capstan is done. It is glued down, and all the, I don't know what you want to call them, these little push boards where you step on and, you know, to help push the capstan around, those are all down. Looking at possibly taking a little bit of sandpaper or something to them just to kind of wear them out a little bit. I might take, I've got some wood wash and dirt kind of thing. I might do a little bit of dirt and wood wash around them, you know, so that you know, it looks a little more worn. And then if we go a little further up here, I'm going to move a couple things. We go a little further back here. All right. I do have this post now completely installed. And if we go further back yet, as you can see here, the lanterns are on, right? Both of them are put on. The, I don't know what you want to call it, stern post or something. I don't know what it's called, but anyways, that's all completely installed. The lighting is completely done inside. Check my Instagram. I'm going to try and post maybe a video there, but if not there, on my Facebook group. Links for both of them are down in the description. I want to try and get a little bit of video for the lighting. And it looks like I've got something over here I need to fix a little bit, but that's okay. Now, of course, also, I wasn't quite sure if I was going to or not, but let's see here. Go to the floater cam, and you can see on this cam here that we do have the captain's quarters and medallion head, or whatever you want to call it, completely glued into place, installed. A couple little touch-ups to do, nothing major, but everything is there. I think it looks pretty darn good. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the way this looks. The lanterns aren't sitting perfect, but I did my best on it. Let me know again what you think. Let me know on the whole ship so far. Alright, so of course still here on the floater cam you can kind of see the side view of this, right, of the captain's quarters here. You can see that, you know, everything is open. I did glue in my barrels here down in the bottom, which you probably can't see because it's way too dark in there. Let me see here. Let me grab the light for you, an auxiliary light. So, as you can see down inside there, I'm hoping you can see, there is the barrels in there. All right. Hopefully you can see that. I gotta be careful not to bust anything off or anything else, but hopefully you can see down inside there. You can see the barrels, they're all glued in. All right, so captain's quarters again, like I said, is all done. All right. So, yeah, but I've got a whole lot more done. And I could show you, or at least a little sneak peek, because I haven't really recorded any of it. I just kind of started doing it. So really, to make it another part of the video, or a different part of video on it, isn't really going to work because, well, I didn't show you, period. But if we go over to the PDF, so over here you can see, like, I finished off this lifeboat, and I've pretty much finished off everything that needs to be done in here. Let me zoom this in just a little bit. So yeah, Maybe one more? We'll get one more? No, one more is too big. But yeah, all of this is done. Cannonballs are done. This back piece, Q21, is done. Like I said, this rope here is glued in, right, for the anchor. So that is done. This stuff is all done. The barrels are made. The paddles and stuff are all done. All right. The capstan has been done for quite a while and is installed. The lifeboat is installed and roped down to the grating. The capstan here again, like I said, is installed with the little foot push peg things on the floor there. And then the barrels and stuff are all installed. Lighting is all done, and of course I redid them with my flickering LEDs. These inner ones here are all done, of course, right? And then the captain's quarters is glued on. So that is all done. Now I haven't gotten to doing anything with the sails yet. They can wait for a little bit yet. So I have started on the bowsprit, right? So making this piece here and then the upright for it. I'm working on that right now, but this section is done, right? And this is just more examples of other things that's going to be coming. So we'll go down all the way down here. So this here is done, this whole section. All right, so this is side view, top view. This is all done. It's all stained, painted whichever way I wanted it. These parts here, if you're building this ship, definitely look at the instructions. They are noted. They don't look like this shape at all, and I did mine a little wrong, but yeah, I'll show you what I mean. There is 2 of these, 1 on each side, so put them on. There is 2 of these, or 4 of these actually, 2 on each side, so make sure that is. This one points downwards, this one is up, this one's up, and these ones are up, right? Yeah. So, let's see here, what else? These here, it doesn't say anything directly and of what to actually use. Like it says 10 of them. I don't know why it says 10, but it doesn't. I took it into consideration that I assumed that letter A, and if you look at your bits list, A are the 10 millimeter nails, right? Now, why it's 10, it could mean the 10 millimeter, but usually that is what you're using and how many of them, right? What size, diameter, the amount. So if you're going by that, 10 of them, it only shows 4, and it's 4 per side, right? So I don't know where they're getting 10. I've looked everywhere that you could possibly look, and there isn't 10 of them. There's only 8. So it could be a typo, you know, but just so you know. These little rings, same thing. They're not little rings. They are the eyelet bolts that you would normally use, like up in here, right? There's one there. I put one there. But yeah, I used 4 of them right in here. So 1 on each, drilled some holes. If you can, drill your holes first, because they end up going into this piece here, MT5. So drill 4 holes before you put this together. It will help you out. It took a bunch of work to get these little metal supports to work right. I'll show you on mine, but I'm not fussy about it. I know there's a couple more of these little crow's nest things to make, so I'm hoping I can figure out maybe something out of wood instead of the metal. I broke mine off 3 times. Trust me, the 3rd time I thought I snapped even, even the bowsprit itself, but luckily I didn't. So again, that was frustrating. But anyways, yeah, so I'm into that, or I've got that one done. Now I'm starting on the upper piece here that goes into the upright right here. Now you will have to notch it to fit down in here, and it goes through far enough that it sits on top of this, on top of your bowsprit. So make sure you cut your angle here and kind of groove it so it's round to sit nicely on your bowsprit, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm working on this right now. I've got this stained up. I've just varnished it and wait for that to dry. And I've got the blocks stained up, tied up, and ready to go onto it. Once I got that, well, then we can start moving into some of these yards, the bigger yards, and we can get it put together, right? So that's where we're at. And of course, once you get going on this, I'm not sure, because this is 1-to-1. So we've got a big one here, one big one, and we got one small one. From what I see, there is, oh, it doesn't show anything here at all. But then we get down to this one, and we're into the foremast. So that's the only instructions there are for this one, like any of this stuff. So you don't know where this one goes, and we don't know where this one goes, right? And it's for the bowsprit, it says right here, right? So again, this is part of the bowsprit section. Now if we come up way back up here, this one here, it does show a cross section here, and it looks to be one here. So I'm assuming that's probably going to be a small one, right? Your small one here, because it doesn't show anything, right? And then this one would be the bigger one right here, okay? So just keep that in mind when you're looking for stuff. Keep going back to these pictures. You jump all over the place. And yeah, so I'm going to show you this one here, and then yeah, we'll probably call that it for this video. So as I said here, this is I'm going to use this my floater cam here, just so I can see better. I'm going to make this one bigger. Alright, so here is where we're at. So hopefully it'll focus in on it. So as you can see there's the 4 dead eyes down in there, and that's where you have to drill your little pins to put these dead eyes on with those little you know, these little brass rings, right? And of course I put one on the front, and then like I said, you've got your 4 nails here, right? I cut them short, right? Only probably about 3 or 4 mil long. There's 2 on this side, and again 2 on that side. Your one hanging down, then you've got the 2 here, 1 upright, and then there's this one, right? Now this one here, I should have wrapped this rope around the side of it so that it was facing kind of like this way, kind of thing, right? I did mine wrong. Okay, so then we did these ropes here. We did the almost like what do you call it? Yeah, those things. I can't think of the name of it, but anyways, they go in there, but I think there's something else that's tied there. Then this here would be where your rope that goes down to the ship and holds the bowsprit in. So that's all done and ready to roll. Now let's see here. It's just dry. It's dry enough. So I've got the upper bowsprit. I'm not sure what this one's called. If you know what this one's called, let me know. This mast here, right? So this one here, again, like I said, I've got it notched. Will it focus? Focus. Focus. So I've got it notched, rounded at the bottom. You can see it's sideways there. Like it's notched that way. And of course this goes in through the skull medallion piece there. It goes into the notch that's inside, and there you go. So that is how it's going to look. Okay. Of course, now you're going to have your yard there, and you're going to have a yard here. And so, and then of course these little ropes. There is a 1mm hole drilled here somewhere. I probably have to find it again because it's probably stuck in the or clogged up with the varnish. So, but anyways, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to leave you here with that. Right. So we're going to leave you with that, and I'm going to continue on with the yards and things like that for the next video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Big thanks to OcCre for sending me this ship for me to build for you guys. Now, if you're looking for any type of wood ship, go check out the link below. I do have a link there for OcCre, and check out what they have. They have lots of ships. They got wood. They got all kinds of knickknacks and tools and fittings and all kinds of stuff for your ship needs, right? Not to mention some workstations like the ship is sitting on right now. So go check that out if you're interested. You may follow my Instagram, Facebook group. Links for them are down in the description. And if you want to help out the channel, I do have a PayPal me link. I do have the join button, so go check them out. And yeah, please hit that subscribe, like button, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on anything. So, with all that being said, just have fun with what you're building. And until next time, later.